Well, hello. My name is GAT. Welcome back to Caffeine, Victoria's Legacy. Before we start the video, make sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification, and leave a comment. Alright, let's get back into it. Welcome, Taka. Wait, what was her voice? Shit, I forgot her voice. Okay. Welcome, Taka. So you decided to continue my intense espresso masterclass. What determination! How could I resist? Might as well learn from someone like my coffee. How could I resist? Might as well learn from someone like my coffee, steamy and hot. Aha! Please, you're adding too much cheese in my cup. You need to do better than that to impress me. Impress you, huh? Ooh, let's get her the let's give her the card.
What is this card you're giving me, Taka?
Whoa. It's a dolphin card. I'm asking for permission to dolphin out with each other. The fuck?
Dolphin card? Dolphin out?
Yes.
Oh, I know what this is. This is a courting card.
Yeah.
No, Taka, I don't want your courting card. I get a stack of them every morning when I come to work. My desk is now full of those cards. I'm getting sick of them already.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have a stack of them at home? I thought you're not supposed to accept one unless you're interested in the person.
Oh, is that how it works? No wonder the guys look so surprised when I take their card and walk away.
All the guys like, oh my god, Mel, oh my god, she accepted, oh my god. Then like, when they never get a response back from her, they're just like, they're crying. She took the card. Why is she accepting my love?
I don't understand Victorian etiquette at all. Why do they keep giving me these cards? If they fancy me, why can't they just come over and say so?
Well, that's my preferred way, but according to my boss, that doesn't work here.
Here, you can keep your dolphin card. I'll probably accidentally throw it away with the other cards.
Oh well, shall we get started with our training then? I follow the same routine for the next couple of days. Every morning, I walk over to Sparkwood, and Mel is there to teach me her espresso brewing techniques. As a barista trainee, I have ample opportunities to practice. Apparently, it is fine to serve coffee as long as a registered barista supervises me. I sense my skills are improving every day. Initially, I keep pulling espresso shots that were either too strong or too weak, but as time goes by, I become more consistent. Finally, today, I can pull out a shot of aromatic creme on top, followed by a distinctive body with immense sweetness. And lasting, the dark heart of the espresso submerged at the bottom of the translucent glass cup, containing a citrus acidity, giving the shot a subsidence. You know what? There's too many, a lot of big words, okay? Substantial extra punch. However, pulling espresso shot is just the beginning. The next task I need to master is steaming milk. Steaming milk, the pinnacle of brewing the perfect cup of latte or cappuccino. The steamed milk makes or breaks the cup of cappuccino. Fill your pitcher half full. Hold it at a 75-degree angle to your steam wand. Hear that? That's the sound of air bubbles entering the milk, slowly warming it up. 75 degrees is the perfect temperature, so make sure you're holding your palms under the pitcher. Feel the heat. Memorize the sensation. You need to know when to stop without using a thermometer. Hear that small hissing sound? Make sure it's the same. Stays the same. Don't let it too much air bubble into the milk. Otherwise, the froth will become all airy and nasty. I continued to practice my steaming for the next couple of days. I must have made about 100 lattes and cappuccinos. In the end, I finally become consistent. Wow, look at that cappuccino. I can't even make a small heart on top. Barista test. A piece of cake now. Now all I have to figure out is caffeine. Just do fire spark will do. Need to figure it out. I'm impressed, Taka. A couple of lessons and you're already an espresso master. You can now get a job anywhere brewing espressos. Well done. All thanks to you. Now I'm fully confident at passing the barista test. All I have to do is focus on caffeine, figure out how to shoot out a exclusive fireball.
Wait. Did you just say barista test?
Yeah, I'm going to brew a nice espresso for the test.
The barista test? The Victorian barista test? But they don't have espressos in the syllabus.
Fuck! I should have went with Osea or the fucking cup girl then. Fuck! What do you mean?
Didn't you read the syllabus? You're only allowed to use 2 brewing techniques. The plunging method or the drip filter method. The espresso method isn't allowed. ... Stop joking around, Mel. That's just a bad joke. Taka, it's not a joke. I had to spend 2 weeks learning how to brew coffee with a drip filter because I hadn't done it in such a long time. The Coffee Academia is an obsolete institution which is still very suspicious of new techniques developed in the past decade.
New technique? Past decade? You mean the espresso has only been around for a decade?
Correct. So unfortunately, you will have to learn another brewing method for your barista test.
Are you kidding me? You mean all these days I've been wasting my time?
Why didn't you tell me earlier you were learning espressos for the barista test? I could have told you. But don't be so down. Just reschedule. I'm sure with your intelligence, you will master the other techniques in no time.
But I don't have any time, and I don't even know how to perform caffeine yet. If I can't pass the barista test, then the coffee house is going to close down for good.
What do you mean?
I tell Mel everything about the coffee house.
Oh, that's really bad.
My body begins to get hot and from the continuous anxiety and stress that squeezes me tight. I try to calm down, but the chillness sweeps in. Sweat keeps pouring out from my pores, and I start to dwell on the consequences of my negligence. Alright? This can't be true. This is even worse than being too dumb to learn how to brew a cup of coffee. I literally wasted a whole week learning something that's not in the syllabus. Why does this sound so familiar? And it's my fault. During this crucial time, I made such a huge mistake. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Coffee like swill. Okay. Oh ho ho. Coffee like swill. The only fit for peasants. Why would I want it, even if it's free? My self-loathing is cutting short when I hear an indignant, cold voice echoing through the halls. Both Mel and I turn our heads around. Now, what's happening over there? Let's go over there and have a look. We both walk over to the other side of the coffee house. I'm so sorry our coffee doesn't suit your taste. We're happy to offer you a free cappuccino. A cappuccino? Why would I want a free cappuccino? Any kind of coffee that comes out of Sparkwood is only fit for swill. I'm so sorry. Then perhaps a refund? Or why don't you just close down? Close down? But... Yes, just ask Nakamoto to close down this coffee house. Coffee appreciation should only be for the noble and high in society. It is not a pastime for commoners, especially those from the East End, whom you are so willing to serve. Stand back up, Joseph. Now, what do we have here? Isn't it a bit arrogant to assume that commoners like us can't appreciate a good cup of coffee? Who are you, foreign girl, and how dare you question me? I have a name that's Mel, proudly from the West Coast states. Huh, the West Coast states. Your people have long forgotten the art of artisan coffee. Who are you to lecture me? Then, perhaps you should be more open-minded. Wearing a funny hat and flaunting your bloated ego don't automatically make you right. The cupper turns towards Mel, his eyes staring at her with a chilling glare. Say that again. Oh dear, don't understand English? I said you have a false sense of self-worth and a poor sense of fashion. Didn't your wife tell you to pick a hat that fits the size of your head? Or are you trying to fit your bloated ego into the hat? Some say that whether you have a big ego tends to have a smaller pleasure organ. I hope your wife doesn't mind. Dude, I am cracking my fucking voice right now. The whole coffee house starts to make giggling sounds, trying hard to contain their laughter. Outrageous! You don't know your place, lady. I don't need a man to tell me where my place should be. But you should probably need a woman to tell you that you are losing a debate. The cupper's face is now all red, as if he's going to turn violent any minute. Sorry, I'm just moving my hands right now, trying to get in the flow. I will not take slander like that. If you do not apologize, I'll take your words back. Then I have no chance but to challenge you to a coffee duel. The whole coffee house, which was trying to recover from Mel's cheeky comment, suddenly erupts into a riot. Coffee duel, coffee duel, coffee duel. Sparkwood versus Big Hat. Quick, get everyone in the neighborhood to watch this. Mel is in trouble. He clearly not going to beat a cupper in a coffee duel. Okay, so I pull Mel away, be like, no. Let me mansplain why you can't do this. Nah, fuck that. There should be an option where it's like, I just punch confront the guy myself. Be a gentleman. Be like, hey, don't you fuck with her. You gotta fuck with me if you're gonna fuck with her, puto. Stand back, Mel. Let me handle this. Taka, what are you going to do? No, what are you doing? I gave a cupper a cold, hard stare. An alpha male stare to establish my dominance in this battle arena, with the hopes that my commanding presence alone will be enough to scare him. But Mel holds my arm and pulls me back. I try to struggle and resist. My body swirls forward, then back, and then back forward again, and Mel and I engage in a tug-of-war. The spectacular must have been amusing to bystanders. Now I look more like a grumpy puppy on her leash. No, Taka, let me deal with it. You are no match for him. He will slash you up like tartar sauce and wipe you out in a sweep. What now? Who says I'm a pushover? I won't get wiped out like a tartar sauce. I'm tomato sauce. I'm the blood stain that will drip from his bloody nose. Tartar sauce, tomato sauce, either way, you're still going to end up getting smashed. Now, just stand back and let me handle it, alright? Too bad. The hero in me won't allow a lady like you to get hurt. Ah, trying to be chivalrous, aren't you? Is that why you've been so saucy? Wait, wasn't it you who come up with all those sauce references? Ridiculous. Are you two flirting in front of me? Are you ignoring me? Do not dare ignore me. You offended me, disrespected me, so I demand a coffee duel. Unacceptable. Maybe you should reflect on your attitude before bullying people. What did you say? I mean, what year is this? It's the 21st century and you still think committing violence in a way to solve problems? I fucked that up so badly. Well, this is a learning experience, guys, because I'm all fucked up right now. I mean, what is this? It's the 21st century and you're still thinking committing violence is a way to solve a problem. You should grow up. The couple looks confused. Violence? Who says we're engaging in violence? Oh. You just said you want to challenge us to a coffee duel. Isn't that violence? Does your friend have brain damage does your friend have a form of brain damage? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And Taka, what are you talking about? Being challenged to a coffee duel by a person of higher stature is the highest honor, Victoria, you could ever imagine. Even a foreigner like me knows this. How could you not know this? I don't know, but this guy's going to kill you. Look at his fuming eyes. And to give away your life in a coffee duel is the greatest honor to be bestowed towards a barista, even for a foreign barista like you. So, let's make this quick. Restore my honor by offering your life as compensation. Then, our debts will be replenished. The fuck? No way. I'm not going to allow this. That's true. I'm not prepared to die yet. Now I'm scared. So, Taka, will you accept the challenge for me? I will. I'm not even gonna drink caffeine. I'm just gonna pick up a fucking chair and just throw at him. Yes, Taka will act as my proxy. Didn't you just say you won't allow a lady to get hurt? Ha! This turns of events, in the face of death, everyone begs for mercy. It's too late to back down now. In some twisted turn of events, I suddenly find myself in the middle of a corridor, accepting a coffee duel on behalf of Mel, with a couple who glares hints at no mercy. I hear the whole coffee house chanting, "Coffee duel, coffee duel. Big hat versus flat cap." I'm so thankful you're doing this for me, Taka. You will forever be a chivalrous knight. I will remember to throw a few silvers in your casket on the day you rest in eternal peace. Please, please, don't joke about this. Honestly, I'm scared. Fuck. Do I sound like I'm joking? Do you know what the death rate is in a coffee duels? But she doesn't give me an answer. Mel turns around and signals to the counter to prepare our espressos. I'm going to die, watch. Within a minute, Two shots of espresso arrive, one for me and one for the cupper. I can't believe I'm drinking coffee swill from Sparkwood, but endure this modesty as long as my opponent is being served the same shot. Let's get this over with quickly so I can go home, brush my teeth, and get rid of this terrible stench of espresso. I glance at the shot of espresso that I'm holding. If history is a guide, drinking this shot of espresso will give me 0 chance of actually producing anything. What am I going to do when the cupper hurls fireballs at me? Where can I hide? Or should I just apologize now? But then, the cupper will probably try to kill me anyway, or ask Mel to engage in a duel instead. Either way, I'm screwed. 3, 2, 1. We both drink the whole shot of espresso in one gulp. I taste cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. A hint of ginger and black pepper makes my tongue itchy. I feel an invigorating burst of spice flowing into my lungs like lava from a volcano, burning away all my senses. Wait a minute. This espresso shot is spicy. Terribly spicy. I feel spitting out fire, like I just swallowed a whole bottle of Tabasco. Ugh. The cupper literally spits out a fire from his mouth. He aims it way too high to harm me. After puking out a chain of fire, he falls to the ground, knees wobbling and face pale. What kind of revolutionary drink is this? Don't you guys know how to make a coffee? Oh, what's wrong with our chai espresso? Don't you like the addition of some healthy spices? A chai espresso? Even for a chai espresso, that was way too spicy. What? A chai espresso? You did this on purpose. How dare you? This goes against all rules of coffee duels. No, it doesn't. Nothing in the rulebook says we can't add a little spice into our espressos. The only rule is to serve identical shots of coffee. Taka, too, suffered. Look at his face. Then, how are we supposed to have our coffee duel? The chai is blocking my ability to perform caffeine. Then, does that mean you surrender? Look at your face. You are in no condition to continue the battle. At least Taka held on without falling to the ground. That was risky, though. The only reason I didn't fall to the ground in pain is because I used to have Korean dorm mate who kept giving me Korean spicy noodles. That's cheating. I will not accept these results. Remind me who barged into this coffee house expecting to be treated above and beyond. I'll tell you why you were defeated. You were defeated by commoners like us who just decided to use a bit of wits. Let this be a reminder that unworthy peasants can also use their intelligence to defeat people like you. The crowd erupts into cheer upon Mel's victory speech. It was obvious whose side they were on. The cupper seems to have recovered. He turns around and walks away. I will remember this. I can't fucking do his voice no more. All the baristas in Sparkwood give a victory sign to each other. The manager is less pleased but says nothing. I didn't agree to this, Mel. The cupper is angry, and he's not going to let this go. I'm concerned. After the ruckus subsides, Mel turns around and heads towards me. How are you coping, Taka? I hope that shot of chai espresso didn't knock off your sanity. That was fine, but Didn't you say you were from the West Coast states? Yes, I am. A proud West Coastian who has just come here recently to seek my fortune. So, you're not Victorian? Why are you surprised? Isn't it obvious I'm not from here? My accent is totally different. You know what? From all the voices I've been doing, they all kind of sound the same. But, come to think of it, Taka, you're not from here either. Your accent is strange. So, which part of the West Coast states are you from, huh? Wait. Did Mel figure out I'm from the States too? Well, I guess the West Coast states is an alternate version of the US. I was gonna say USA, but all it says US. Yeah. But how should I answer her? I don't even know if Seattle exists in this world. I probably should play it safe. Just a little country town you never heard of. Heard of the name? A little country town in the West Coast states? Yep. I see. Also, your manager doesn't seem too happy about the whole ordeal. Joseph? Never mind him. He's too cautious. Cuppers come here every now and then causing trouble. Joseph is always trying to appease them. But they just keep coming, getting more and more arrogant each day. That's why I confront them on. I can't allow them to tarnish Nakamoto's name like that. So what actually happened there? Remember I told you Nakamoto wanted to build a coffee house where everyone can express their views and opinions? Of course, the Cuppers don't like that. A well-informed public is a lot harder to control. Is that why the Cupper was trying to provoke the manager? I'm not too worried. There are very different opinions of us, even amongst the Cuppers. After all, Nakamoto did make a lot of coffee traders, a lot of Cuppers rich by buying up all of their average rate coffee beans. Anyway, I still haven't thanked you enough for what you did today. I didn't really do anything. You got it all planned out from the start. Don't be so humble. For your prize, What the fuck? Would you like a kiss? A kiss? I sense a trap. No, if it's a kiss, get the kiss, you know? Oh. Have my acts of chivalry finally conquered your heart? I'd be honored to steal your first kiss. Ha! Who says it's my first? I don't know what you're talking about, though. Do you need me to give you a little tutorial? Why don't you just try me? Sure. Close your eyes. Here, in front of everyone? Are you having second thoughts? If so, I can just take back your reward. Alright. I close my eyes and wait. I sense the stench of human being drawing closer towards me. Is this the moment I've been finally waiting for? My bravery has won the heart of an admirer? How long for a sweet touch of a girl's heart to touch the softness of her skin and lips? What the fuck? Today, my wish is coming true. I take a deep breath and inhale the surrounding energy that is being released from the body that was now just at first fist length apart from my face. However, there is an absence of that floral and sweet smell. Fuck, man, I'm tired. I'm super tired. I can't read for shit. However, there is an absence of that floral and sweet smell characteristic of a female body. Something is wrong. I open my eyes. Hey! Get the fuck away from me, hold up. Whoa, who is this? Not Mel. Joseph the manager. Oh, how disappointing. Your lips nearly touched. Why are you pushing me towards Taka, Mel? We should get back to work. A lot of people are still waiting for their drinks. This can't be happening. What's wrong, Taka? You were so enthusiastic about receiving a reward just then. But I thought... What did you think? Who better to offer you your reward than the manager of Sparkwood? What a bitch. Don't you find him quite handsome and attractive? I knew this was a trap. Anyway, I think I better head off now. I don't have any more business around here anyway. Yeah, totally. No business staying here. Wait, Taka, don't go yet. I know you're still feeling down. Why don't I brew you up a warm cup of cappuccino before you go? A warm cup of cappuccino. Sounds tempting. Yes, cappuccino brew by the one and only espresso master. And I'll give it to you for free. You don't want to miss it. Mel heads to the espresso machine and starts doing her magic. Seeing her work her way through the espresso machine, pouring the milk into the jugular simultaneously, I cannot help but to think our skills are still miles apart. Not that there's any reason for me to continue learning anyway.
Get ready!
A flash of white light blinds my vision. I try not to close my eyes as I wait for the temporary blindness into my vision recedes. And there I see Mel holding a cup of cappuccino, illuminating with brightness. The silky, velvety microfoam reflects as the contour of the ceiling lights, producing a dazzling explosion of dance rays before me. It's like angels descending before me, gifting me a cup of cappuccino with a shining aura, a cup of caffeine brewed in the heavens.
And there you have it, Mel's cappuccino.
As the radiance recedes, a sophisticated, near-perfect tulip shape is clearly painted on the surface of the velvety microfoam. Mel raises her arms and hands Mel raises her arms and hands me the cappuccino. Slightly tilted, the microphone of the cappuccino, however, stays in place like full whipped cream along the rim of the cup. It is not wobbly, not flowing. There is no milky or liquid feeling at all. Microfoam just appears as one soft, velvety quilted, carefully covered on top of the espresso. I put the cappuccino on the table and take a closer look at the latte art.
Impressed? Are you impressed? I can even teach you how to brew it.
Teach me? The moment Mel mentions the word teach, I am suddenly struck back into reality. Yes, teach me, but what is it to... But what is the use of learning latte art when this has nothing to do with my barista test? Yes, what am I doing here? A whole week totally wasted. I was so full of confidence this morning. I had a hope that I could accomplish something. But now, I'm on the verge of failure. There is not enough time to learn a new brewing technique. I have not only failed Taka House. I have not only failed Taka Coffee House, I have failed Alice.
Taka, are you going to drink it? Are you alright?
Sorry, Mel. I'm just not in the mood for coffee right now. I walk out of the coffee house. I cannot stand to be there any longer. The birds are chirping in the far corner of the buhina tree. The autumn leaves dances in the wind, but cannot bear to appreciate any of it. I sit on the bench. My mind is blank. I cannot think, and I rather not think, because thinking will bring me visions and broken hopes that are too painful to realize.
How are you?
I look up at Mel. She's sitting beside me. Her voice is calm and soft, a departure from her strong, authoritarian voice she puts up in the coffee house. She is holding the cup of cappuccino gently, touching the rim of the cup with her cherry bright lips. I'm not that strong. I'm fine. I don't know, man. Let's just break down in front of her. I think that's the only way, like, the story, like, I'm not gonna say I'm fine. No, fuck it. What would I say at this moment? I'll say I'm fine, because no matter how sad I am, I have the tendency to just be like, guys, I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm not sad. Yeah, I lost my job. And yeah, I'm not working because of this corona. And yeah, I've been a failure since high school, elementary, middle school. My whole life. Yeah, you know, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I really am. I just need some rest, that's all.
You really are stubborn, aren't you? Anyone can tell you're not fine. You're just holding back.
We sit there quietly, and I do not say another word for a while. Mel takes another sip of her cappuccino.
So comforting. The warm, velvety texture of the foam gently covering your lips. Isn't that the best part of having coffee? I'm angry, you know.
Angry?
I poured my heart into brewing this cup of cappuccino, and you're not even going to drink it. A cappuccino is the best way to mend a hollow heart. The warmth, it lifts you up, gives you the strength to carry on. It's like pulling a thick blanket over yourself on a cold winter's day. So try it.
She hands me the cappuccino, giving me a gentle smile. I take the cup from her hands. The cappuccino has been cooled down for a little bit under the airy breeze, but it's still warm enough to wash away the coldness inside my heart. It is like drinking a thick layer of marshmallows. The pushy texture soon covers my lips. Sleek, soft, I feel the warmth transferring into my bloodstream, conveying a sense of hope. My foggy mind begins to clear up. My foggy mind begins to clear up. I gain a sense of clarity, and I start to ponder on my problems. Why am I so down? Why am I so depressed? It's not over yet. Even if the world is collapsing before me, even everything is not the same, there are things in the world that have and will remain consistent. A cup of coffee, so simple, yet it always here to remind you that there is something to look forward to every day. And this cup of coffee is so trivial, so simple, yet contains the hope and dreams of everyone who has made it a reality before you. Yes, even if this crazy world, full of mishaps and despair, there is still hope everywhere, contains in a gentle heart of people who support you. I look at Mel, who keeps smiling at me. We do not say another word, as we both know that the unwritten future still contains a glimmer of hope, and everything will turn out fine. Everything will be fine. The remainder of my day before the test have been the remainder of my days before the test have not been peaceful at all. I stopped going to Sparkwood Coffee House. If espressos are not in the test, then there is no point. I went over and paid a visit to Osea. She, of course, gave me a smack for making such a mistake. But in the end, she did help me go through the siphon brewing method before she gave me a big cuvette. I can't guarantee you can pass the test. In fact, you are more likely to fail. I advise you to prepare for that. That was an honest statement in which I cannot argue against. I also pay a visit to Eliza, who tried to help me with caffeine. Come on, click. But everything we try end up in failure. I have absolutely no way in performing any kind of caffeine. It was hopeless. Damn. Click. Okay, now I gotta use the mouse. I'm sorry, Taka. I've been running out of ideas. I've been staying up all night trying to find a solution, but we're running out of time. And it's not her fault. If we were given a few more days, we may be able to discover something useful. But I came asking her help too late. Juggling before practicing caffeine brewing and trying to discover a source of caffeine that I can use in proving to overwhelm me. Today, I decided to stay at Taka Coffee House to practice my siphon coffee. Hello, Alice and Taka. Oh, it's Joseph. What brings you here today? Don't you work at Sparkwood? I have taken a half of the day to take care of my daughter. You probably haven't realized, but I live around the neighborhood. Taka, how are you? We miss you at Sparkwood. I heard what happened from Mel. Well, yeah. It's unfortunate. Now I'm trying to make up for lost time. Is that coffee that you just brewed? Can I try it? Yes, of course. I hand it over to Joseph, who takes a sip, but he doesn't say anything. Daddy, I'm hungry. Alright, Joe. You can have a look at the pastries. See which one you like. Hello, Joe. Daddy brought you here for cakes again? Yes. I want to have a chocolate chip cake. It's my favorite. I'll get that ready for you in a minute. Alice, once you're done, would you mind going outside with me? I have something to discuss with you. I have something to discuss with you about. Joseph has something to discuss with Alice? I wonder what it's about. Sure. Give me a minute. I watched as both Alice and Joseph walk out of the coffee house. I grow a bit curious on what they're going to talk about. Why do I need to walk outside? Just then, I spot Jo taking a piece of a drawing from her tiny backpack. She looks at me happily. Uncle Taka, do you want to see my drawing of me and Daddy? Uncle Taka? I'm not an uncle. Here it is, the painting. That's me, Mom and Daddy. Daddy's always working really, really hard and never comes home at night. I wish he can work less hard and spend more time to play with me. That's a beautiful drawing, Joe. But judging by the busyness of Sparkwood, I doubt her dreams will ever come true in the near future. Your daddy is very hard working, Joe. I always see him working very hard at Sparkwood Coffee House. Yes, Daddy is my hero. Uncle Taka? Yes? The doctor told me to take the medicine at 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock now. Where's Daddy? Daddy has my pills. Alright, I'll go and ask for your pills. Just wait for me, Joe. I walk outside the coffee house and spot Joseph and Alice speaking at the corner, face against me. Just when I decide to call out, I hear Joseph speaking. But the debt, Alice. What are you going to do with the debt? The debt? What is he talking about? I understand your concerns, Joseph. I promise you, I haven't forgotten about the debt I still owe you. I will repay you. It's not my part of the debt I'm concerned about, Alice. In fact, everyone in the neighborhood fully supports you, and we don't expect you to repay us until you have the means to do so. But I'm concerned about the bank, Alice. You shouldn't have gone to the bank. I know, but I feel bad asking for so much from the neighborhood. It just didn't feel right. With neighbors, you can always count on us to back you up, but the bank has no feeling, Alice. You know how strict they are. With late payments, they are not going to stop chasing after your debt. Didn't you hear how Mr. Smith's house got confiscated? They are now living in the East End. He and his wife are working in the factories, but the wages are barely enough to pay for interest. That's enough, Joseph. I totally understand my situation. And besides, who knows? Maybe Taka could pass the barista test, and we can keep the coffee house open. You really trust Taka can pass the barista test? I just had a cup of his coffee. It's mediocre. I felt a knife pierce through my heart. Honest feedback always hurts, but at such a desperate time, the comment hurts more than ever. But he will improve. There's still time. The barista test isn't due until a few more days, and so many people are helping him. No, Alice. Even I have trouble believing in myself. But you? Let's not talk about that for now. I have another solution for you. Another solution for me? Sparkwood is planning to go upmarket. We're looking for independent coffee houses with a decent brand to take over. You see, Sparkwood has for decades held a monopoly amongst the working class people, but recently realized the market is becoming quite saturated. Working class wages are going up, so we can only sell that much. Plus, the few years a lot of Atopadi popped up stalls have started to appear in the East End. Atopadi pop-up coffee stalls? Yes. Fuck, I'm fucking out all these voices. I can't read that fucking word. Yes, coffee stalls operated by Antipati. It appears that they've been able to source their coffee beans directly with coffee farmers. They're already giving a huge price advantage. I tried one of their flat whites, and it's actually really good. One of the baristas among them stands out. They call her the Atherpodi. Apparently, her flat whites have been the talk of the town, which is eating into our revenue. A lot of customers have switched to becoming customers of Atherpodis instead. So, your solution is to go upmarket. We will, of course, continuing to maintain our market shares amongst the working class. But I think the management, including Nakamoto, believes that the money in the middle class, if we can brew a decent espresso-based coffee that even the middle class could appreciate, we could gain much more profits. Unfortunately, we can't use the barista brand a lot of Victorians have associated with lower tier coffee. But if we take over some independent coffee houses in the mid-levels, we can use their already established brand and customers base to try out our concept. And that's where you come in. Where can I come in? Isn't it obvious? It's obvious, isn't it? You need registered baristas to help your coffee house to stay alive. Sparkwood can inject some cash flow into your coffee house as well. On the other hand, Sparkwood wants to find a decent coffee house with a good brand around the neighborhood. Taka Coffee House fits all the criteria we're looking for. So, what do you say? Are you open to such an arrangement? Really? But does that mean I can't sell pastries anymore? No, not at all. You can still be the manager of this coffee house and run the coffee house as you like. We only interested in the coffee side of the business. That doesn't sound so bad at all. So I can continue to bake cakes and serve our existing customers? I'm sure Taka would be happy with this arrangement as well. Taka. Fuck. That plan is, we'll send over a new barista from Sparkwood. I'm sure you will do better with a new barista. Send in a new barista. Do better with a new barista? What do you mean? Isn't Taka staying as well? We won't need him anymore once I send over a new barista. I don't see the need for him. They won't need me anymore? My honest opinion, he's dragging you down. He isn't even a barista and has no idea what he's doing. Dude, aren't we supposed to talk to this guy to give his daughter some pills? What the fuck? I would advise you to act tougher, Alice. Your emotions shouldn't be allowed to sway your business decisions. If an employee fails to perform, it is your responsibility to dismiss him before it's too late to do so. Dude, I could make an espresso. Fuck you. I can't hold my anger. The tone of his voice, his consisting body language when my name was mentioned, all stuck like a thorn against my heart. I work my ass off every day, trying to be a better barista. What does he know? Fuck, I am not gonna kick his ass right in front of his daughter. Look, literally, I'm just gonna beat him up and his daughter's gonna watch and it's like, my heart, because he didn't give me my fucking pills. He's right. But no matter how condescending his tone was, he was telling the truth. He assessed my coffee. He understood straight away I have no chance of saving this coffee house, no matter how hard I try. And it's all my fault, because I didn't read the syllabus properly. If this is a way out for Alice, she should accept it. I don't mind being left out, because I have failed her. If that's the case, then I'm afraid I can't accept your offer. Huh? The fuck? What do you mean? This is an offer that will mutually benefit both of us. I'm surprised you find it insufficient. It is insufficient because I will never under any circumstances leave Taka out of the deal. Alice won't leave me out of any deal? I can't believe it. Why do you have to, what does he have to offer? Why are you defending him like that? You don't understand Taka as well as I do. In fact, If it's not for Taka, this coffee house would have been already closed down. Taka is someone who will do the right thing at the right time, and he won't escape from a challenge. He is doing this to save this coffee house, which means so much to him, but at the same time, I know he's doing this for me. Alice, once again, I have to remind you, if you let your emotions sway your business decision, then I'm afraid you might not be in the right fit to do business with us. I'm totally aware of that, Joseph. That's why I won't be accepting your offer. This is ridiculous. You are putting everything you've built at stake. You do realize you might lose everything if he doesn't pass the barista test, right? I'm well aware that in the end, this might all fail, Joseph. But I still have faith in Taka. No matter how small the odds are, I'm willing to believe in him. No, Alice. Why? I couldn't listen anymore. I walk off to take some fresh air. Alice believes in me and is willing to stake her whole coffee house on the belief that I will succeed. Why? 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 That's when I remember about Joe's medicine. Sorry to bother you, but your daughter wants to take her medicine now. Oh, sure. I nearly forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Let's get back inside. We bid farewell to both Joseph and his daughter. We serve a couple more customers before deciding to call it a day. Another day is finally over. Finally time to take a rest. Yes, I guess so. Taka, are you alright? Look a bit down. Is there something you want to speak to me about? Alice, you should have taken up Joseph's offer. I should have taken up Joseph's offer? Oh, did you eavesdrop on me and Joseph? I'm sorry, I couldn't help, but I just want to say he has a point. It's better to take up his offer than to put your trust on me. It's easier for you. Taka, I already made my choice, and I don't regret it. Even though I'm gonna have to go in the corner and make some money. But I don't understand. He is giving you an easy way out. How can he not take it? Taka, you don't have to understand why. There are other important things that I care about. And what is that? Caring, Taka. Everything I do because I care. I care about every customer that comes into our doors. I want them to receive the best service and the best pastries they can ever get. And I also care about you. Care about me? If I stop caring about you, then whether the coffee house exists doesn't matter anymore. Being in the caring business means that you leave no one behind. Even if it means giving up on your dreams to become the best pastry chef in the world? There will always be a way, Taka. But that's not true, Alice. What's the matter? Don't you like it when I care about you? No, I don't like it at all. Please, don't. I don't like it because I'm nothing. I don't deserve it. I'm not doing this for charity. Do you understand? It's not because of you. It's all because of me. I'm doing this because this is my coffee house, my parents' coffee house. Everything I do is because of me. Me, can't you see? I'm selfish, Alice. Don't you see how selfish I am? I'm the worst human being ever. I'm a selfish, lazy bum who hasn't achieved anything in my life. I'm not going to make a difference, no matter how hard I try. When I first promised to help you, I was really clinging on the notion that this was going to be a breeze. How difficult could it be to brew a cup of coffee? If I came to this world in a miraculous way, then maybe I can miraculously pass the test. I will become the savior to you. I'll become someone useful. I'll finally be someone for once in my life. I thought I just need to believe in myself and everything will be alright. But who am I fooling? I am not a hero in your story. I'm not the chosen one. There isn't going to be a magic wand coming to save me at any moment because this is real life. I'm just a normal human being who just started to have a purpose in my life a couple weeks ago. And I'm sad to say that purpose in life is slowly being drained away by my incompetence. There are millions of baristas that are working harder than me, Alice. Who am I to come out and say I'm better than them? If I pass, it wouldn't be fair at all. It would be a joke. An imposter who happens to just make it into the pass of the line. Don't you see how absurd that is? Don't you see? I'm a joke. So why, Alice? I'm sorry, but it's a joke to believe in me, because that's what I am, Alice. A joke. I'm not your hero, Alice. Taka. I mean, if you want to give up, that's fine, because I know why you're telling me this. I gave her a blank look. You know, you really know? What do you know about me? Do you really think I'm blind? I know strange people have visited our coffee house, Taka. Her words shake me like an earthquake, like a wall crumbling onto my trembling body. I know what Oshia told you. I know what Sir Alex is worried about. And I know you've been having bad dreams every night. I can hear you scream every morning when I come into the coffee house. You do? Anyone else knew their lives was in danger would have run away, but you didn't. You stayed when there was no guarantee your life was safe. And you stayed because of me. Because you cared about me. No, Alice, I only stayed because this was my parents' coffee house. Don't lie to me anymore, Taka. Because nothing you just said was true. You are not the kind of person. You never were. Taka, I know. Always keep his secrets close to his heart. Because he doesn't want anyone to worry about him. No, Alice, please, don't. He always wants to do good. Even when the world is cruel to people like him, he'd rather suffer silently by himself than to see someone else suffers. Please, don't say any more. Now that your safety is guaranteed, how can I ever abandon you? I'm not going to abandon you, just like I have confidence in you won't abandon me. Please, say no more. I'm not kind. I don't want to be kind. Being kind is so painful. And those words lead to an uneasy, unsettling silence. Silence so thick, so opaque. I don't know what the fuck that means. Even though both of our hearts are screaming out loud, nothing can be heard. Nothing. Sorry, but it seems to be too much. Sorry, but it seems to be too much for me as well. Alice? We don't say any other words for the rest of the day. My mind keeps repeating the words that Alex just said to me. I'm not going to abandon you, just like I have confidence you won't abandon me. Why, Alice? No, why? Alice, has my kindness harmed you? If I have been a prick, would you have taken up Joseph's offer? What is that sound? In the middle of the night, I hear a gentle weep. It's coming from beneath the floor. I walk downstairs to locate a faint disturbance. The vague glow of twilight peeps through the window, soft dreamy, barely illuminating the surface of the wood bench. I hear a gentle sob coming from the back behind the counter. It was weak, it was brief, but it was a heartbreaking sob. The sniveling continues like a melody of a chopping nocturne, gentle but sad, mild but depressing. My legs freeze. Hesitantly, I walk over. I do not want to see the sight of what's behind the counter. I fear it will break me. But after taking a deep breath, I walk over. Oh, why are you doing to me this game? Shit. As I expect, I see Alice sitting on the floor, her hands on her knees, gently weeping. The phosphorescence in the background dims lightly up her pupils, and I could see the drips of tears flowing from her eyes, reams flowing towards her cheeks.
This coffee house, my patisserie, my pastries, my dream.
Dude, it's been a long time since I heard her fucking voice. I'm tired of doing her voice. Motherfuckers. I worked so hard, but working hard is not enough.
I can start all over again. I can work for another shop. But the debts, how can I ever repay my debts? And all my effort. Where am I going to find the energy to start all over again?
Dude, this is like my longest fucking video. And all goes silent except the gentle weep from the bottom of her heart. My mind is flooded with 100 words, but I cannot speak. I fear of breaking the silence, even though the silence is so unbearing. This is what she has to deal with every day, every night. The insecurities, the pain of losing everything. This is the Alice I never knew. The Alice who cannot disguise herself under the veil of happiness any longer. I only stare in silence, staring at her trembling body. The void echoes deep within. Amidst the quietness, my ears are occupied with a loud scream coming from afar. Alice?
Taka.
She does not turn her head towards me. She continues to sit there. She gives me a faint smile.
I'm so sorry you have to see me like this. I want to be strong. To stay strong. So you can feel inspired. So you can stay strong as well. I want to tell you it's fine. That it's fine to give up. Because I can always start all over again. I just wanted to let you know that there is absolutely no pressure to do anything for me.
Damn it, someone give her a hug. Damn it, man. Son of a bitch. Now I gotta pass the test.
But it seems it is me who can't accept the truth. It's all my fault.
She remains silent, her eyes spiritless. I walk over and try to calm myself down and hold on to my tears. Fucking hug her. I don't give a shit. I embrace her. Her shoulders are cold, extremely cold. Her top of her head briefly touches mine and sends me a shiver. I draw her body closer to her. No, I draw her body closer to give her some warmth. No, Alice, it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. You've worked really hard, Alice. You really have. You've done everything you can to make your dreams come true. You deserve to be proud of yourself. My mouth runs dry. I swallow my tears. My own tears. The saltiness chokes my throat. The gentle weep of the body under my arms starts to wet my sleeves. I want to let you know that no matter what happens, I'll always be here besides you. We might have setbacks. We might get evicted. But no matter what happens, we will start again. Damn it, I should just touch her shoulders. It would have been the same thing. Fuck it. I said hug this girl. Give her a hug. Because that's what you're supposed to do when someone's crying, right? Give them a hug. I don't know. I always talked to my friend when she was crying on the phone. Give her some advice, you know? Never showing my sadness or anything. We're just two depressed people, you know? I'm not even talking about Taka. I'm talking about Alice and me. We're just two depressed people. We just cry by ourselves, and we need a hug sometimes, you know? When you're tired, I will lift you up. When you are close to giving up, I will take over your load so you can take a rest. My eyes wander across the coffee house, the decorations, the furnishing. Alice took great effort to decorate this place. This was my parents' coffee house. Alice has not only continued my parents' legacy, she had made it into her own image. It contains her dreams and aspirations. She has put her heart and soul into every corner. How can the world be so cruel to someone so nice and innocent? How can the world be so savage to someone with lofty dreams? I whisper in a very light voice. I'm not going to let you down. For the remainder of the days, I keep myself busy, occasionally asking Eliza and O'Shea about brewing techniques and caffeine. Alice and I would engage in our morning small talks. There is always a lot of laughter and silliness flying around. However, there is one thing we would never touch upon. We don't talk about the events of that night, as if there was a general agreement that such events associated with sorrow and tears should be forgotten rather than confronted. It was too painful for the both of us, especially with the increased stress at the barista test draws near. Eventually, we won't be able to hide anymore. Very soon, we will need to face the inevitable fate that lies in front of us. Today is Sunday, and Taka Coffee House is closed, so I have the kitchen all to myself. I just need to focus. Hey Taka. Did someone just call my name? Look like I've been working too hard. Now I'm hearing voices in my head. Taka. Oh, it's you. Constantine? Wait a minute, you're not supposed to be here today. I thought we had until Monday. I'm not here to talk about your coffee house, Taka. Your friend Mel asked me to come for you. Mel? Why? Your friend is currently in jail. She named you as her guardian, which means you need to bail her out. What? Mel's in jail? What did she do? The usual stupid stuff. She's a foreigner like you who knows nothing about Victorian norms and rules. So, what did she actually do? I have no time to explain. I still have other business to attend to. Come to the enforcer's office in the hours with the 50 Vicks of her bail money. Then I could release her. Of course, if you prefer to lead her to rot, I'm fine with that. Constantine leaves without waiting for me to complain. Mel's in trouble, I can't believe it. And today of all days. Am I really in a position to help her? The barista test is tomorrow, and I'm supposed to be somewhere now. Then again, I can't just abandon Mel like that. She comes over to comfort me when I felt so down. She acted as a true friend when I felt like the loneliest person in the world. Poor Mel. She came all the way from the West Coast states by herself. She must have a few friends in Victoria just like me. So she asked Constantine to come and find me. which means I might be the only person she trusts in Victoria. Can I really just ignore her like that? But if I go and help her now, then my barista test. What should I do? And I'm gonna end it right there, because this video is like an hour long and I didn't expect it to be an hour. Fuck. Well, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and you know what? Leave a comment. Just tell me if you're sad or not, because the world is, kind of crazy, and it's better to talk about those feelings than not say nothing at all, So talk, say whatever you want. I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am. Like, you don't know my real name, and I don't know you in real life. But we can talk and we can get better and go through life. Or probably no one's watching this video and I'm just talking to myself. Alright then, until next time. Okay, bye bye.